Hello friends, you are watching my YouTube channel Chorgesar Biology. In this lecture, we are going to study the DNA packaging. Already we proved that the DNA is the genetic material by studying the experiments, various experiments started by the Griffiths experiment. The second one is Avery MacLeod and McCarthy's experiment, and third one, the vital proof is given by the Hershey and Chase experiment. In this lecture, we will study about the packaging of DNA. Now, what is packaging? What is packaging? Packaging means the long DNA fragment or the long DNA strand is fitted inside a tiny nucleus. Now, how this is possible? Because length of DNA double helix. DNA is a double-stranded structure and which is a twisted helical structure. So, the length of DNA double helix in mammalian cell, in the mammals, including human being and other animals, the length of DNA in mammalian cell is approximately 2.2 meters. Is approximately 2.2 meters. 2.2 meters length is calculated or is estimated by calculating the total number of base pairs and the distance between the successive base pairs. So, the length is approximately 2.2 meters. Now, the size of typical nucleus inside the cell, the size of typical nucleus is 10 raised to minus 6 meters. A very tiny, very microscopic structure is there. Nucleus 10 raised to minus 6 meters and the length of DNA is 2.2 meters. Then how this long DNA strand or how this long DNA get accommodated inside the 10 raised to minus 6 meter nucleus? How is it possible to accommodate such a long DNA fragment inside such a small, such a tiny, such a microscopic nucleus? The answer is therefore, it is possible because of the packaging. It is possible because of the packaging. There is a particular pattern of the accommodation. Now, first we will see the packaging in prokaryotes. The cells are of two types: eukaryotes, human mammals are eukaryotic organisms, but some bacteria. Example is given E. coli. Bacteria E. coli. These are the prokaryotes, and in the prokaryotes there is absence of nucleus. In prokaryotic cell there is no nucleus, well organized nucleus. There is no nuclear membrane present. There is no nucleoplasm and nucleolus is there. But the genetic material is directly present or directly suspended into the cytoplasm of the cell. The genetic material is directly suspended into the cytoplasm of the cell. So, in the prokaryote, the cell size is 2 to 3 micron. In prokaryote, in the bacteria, including E. coli, the cell size is 2 to 3 micron, which is very microscopic, 2 to 3 micron. The nucleoid is present. Nucleoid means the genetic material is not well organized. There is absence of nucleus, so the genetic material which is present is directly suspended into the cytoplasm, and in the prokaryotes, instead of nucleus, nucleoid is present. The genetic material is termed as a nucleoid. It is not a nucleus in prokaryote. Nucleus means well organized structure, but in prokaryotes there is no nucleus. Genetic material is directly present in the cytoplasm. Now it is termed as a nucleoid. Genetic material is termed as nucleoid is present, and DNA size. Now the nucleoid size of DNA in the nucleoid is 1100 micron long. The cell size, remember the cell size 2 to 3 micron. Cell size is 2 to 3 micron and the size of DNA is 1100 micron. It is 1100 micron. Now, how this very long, how this huge DNA get accommodated in such a tiny cell having 2 to 3 micron size? Huh? The DNA size is 1100, approximately 4.6 million base pairs are present. Now, the answer is this is possible because of the packaging, and now in prokaryote, the packaging is like this. The packaging is like this. Three figures I have drawn here. Now, the nucleoid size or the DNA size is 1100 micron long. Now 1100 micron long is unable, or it is not possible to fit this 1100 micron long DNA into the 2 to 3 micron cell size. Now this 1100 micron long DNA get circularized. This DNA get circularized. DNA having negative charge. This negatively charged DNA gets circularized, and by circularizing, this is circular unfolded chromosome. By the circularization, this size get reduced. This 1100 micron size get reduced to the 350 micron. Understood? Now again, this 350 micron, is it able to accommodate into the 2 to 3 micron? No. Now this circular unfolded chromosome, by reducing the size by circularization, again this get thrown into the folds. This forms the loops inside. Now see this figure. This is the folded chromosome. This is circular unfolded chromosome. Now the foldings are created here to reduce the size. Again, this foldings reduces the size from this 350 micron to 30 micron size is achieved by these infoldings, and these folds are assisted by the RNA connectors. These folds or these loops are actually assisted by the RNA connectors. This is the folded chromosome. This is circular unfolded. After this folded chromosome, now these folds are 40 to 50 loops. These folds are actually 40 to 50 loops, and these loops are held together or assisted by the RNA connectors. Now the 30 micron size is achieved by the folded chromosome. Now it is also unable to fit inside the 2 to 3 micron. Now these loops or these folds again, get supercoiling. This is the supercoiled folded chromosome. This is the structure. These are the RNA connectors. Again, these loops are get coiled itself. These loops are get coiled, and these coilings, because of these coilings into the loops, the length of this structure get reduced. Now this supercoiled folded chromosome is of size 2 micron. This supercoiled folded chromosome achieves the size of 2 micron, and now this 2 micron size is able to fit inside this 2 to 3 micron cell size. Understood? This packaging and this coiling and supercoiling is assisted by, because of this coiling is assisted by the HU proteins. HU proteins means these are the non-histone DNA binding proteins. These proteins are having positive charge over them, and DNA having negative charge. So the positive negative interaction is there to assist these loops. This coiling or the supercoiling is assisted by the HU proteins. HU proteins means non-histone DNA binding proteins and enzymes. There are two enzymes given like DNA gyrase and DNA topoisomerase 1. This supercoiled stage is maintained. This supercoiled stage is maintained by this DNA gyrase and DNA topoisomerase 1. Now this DNA size 1100 micron long DNA size is reduced by the particular packaging strategy. to achieve this 2 micron size, and this 2 micron size get fits inside the 2 to 3 micron cell size. Understood? First, the DNA get circularized to reduce the reduce the size up to the 350 micron. Then this circularized DNA is thrown into the enfolding. Actually 40 to 50 loops are present, and these loops are held together or assisted by the RNA connectors. Again, these loops get supercoiled with the help of HU proteins, DNA gyrase and DNA topoisomerase 1 to form this structure, supercoiled folded chromosome, and this supercoiled folded chromosome is having size of 2 micron, and 2 micron size is easily get packed inside this 2 to 3 micron cell size. Understood the packaging in the prokaryote? Understood? Later we will see the packaging in the eukaryotic cell. Wait a minute. Now let us study the packaging of DNA in eukaryotic cell. The packaging in eukaryotes. Eukaryote means having well developed nucleus, well organized nucleus. The characteristics of well organized nucleus is presence of nuclear membrane, presence of nucleolus, presence of nucleoplasm, and the genetic material or the DNA is present inside the nucleus. Understood the well organized nucleus present in the eukaryotic cell. Now the DNA in such nucleus is associated with the histone and non-histone proteins. Now these histone proteins and non-histone proteins are required for the packaging at higher levels, because the length of DNA double helix in eukaryotic cell is generally 2.2 meters long, and the nucleus size is 10 raised to minus 6 meters. So to accommodate, it has to be coiled and supercoiled, and this coiling and supercoiling is assisted with the help of histone and non-histone proteins. Now the very important, these histones are rich in lysine and arginine amino acid residues. These histones are rich, or these histone proteins are maximum made up of lysine and arginine amino acid residues, and this lysine and arginine carries positive charge over them. So the histone proteins are positively charged molecules. The histones organize to form octamer. Now such positively charged histones get arranged in such a way that they can form a octamer. Octamer means a molecule having it forms the nucleosome structure, or the molecule having 8 together molecules. Now this octamer is very popularly known as nucleosome. This octamer is very popularly known as nucleosome and is made up of 2 molecules of each H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. This H stands for histone proteins. These molecules are made up of histone proteins. Now let us see this figure. This is the histone octamer. This is the histone octamer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 histone proteins are present. Now the 2 molecules of each H2A, H2A, H2B, H2B, H4, H4 and H3, H3. 2 molecules of each histone get organized to form 8 molecular structure. It is called as a octamer, or very popularly known as nucleosome. So this histone octamer is a positively charged structure. Histone octamer is positively charged structure, and on the DNA negative charge is present. So this negatively charged DNA get coiled or get wrapped around. This negatively charged DNA get coiled or get wrapped around these positively charged histone proteins, and these turns are 3/4 3/4 turn. This DNA completes the 3/4 turn and leaves the nucleosome core here. And at the entry point of the DNA, where the DNA enters or starts the wrapping, or where the DNA leaves the nucleosome, there is presence of H1 histone protein. It is a single molecule H1 histone protein. Now, this total nucleosome contains DNA having 200 base pairs, and 146 base pairs are wrapped around the nucleosome. Total number of base pairs are approximately 200 base pairs in the nucleosome, but the wrapped DNA contains approximate about 146 base pairs. And this nucleosome is the main condensed structure, or it is the main repeating unit present in the chromatin or in the chromosome. Now, this is the single structure, but actually these nucleosomes are connected by this linker DNA. These nucleosomes are connected by this linker DNA. So many nucleosomes are present. So, under the electron microscopic image at the prophase or at the interface, it looks like the beads on string. This is the beaded string apparatus. It looks like beads on string. String means a thread and bead means a bulky structure, beads. So it appears a beads on string. Understood the beads on string? This is the nucleosome, this is the nucleosome, this is the nucleosome, and successive nucleosomes are connected by the linker DNA, and the wrapped DNA is called as a core DNA. Wrapped DNA is called as a core DNA. Generally the linker DNA is made up of approximate 54 base pairs long. Now again this beads on string or this beaded string apparatus get quite 6 nucleosomes. Look at this structure. Such a 6 nucleosomes get arranged. Wait a minute. Look at here. These 6 nucleosomes get coiled around one another to form a thick solenoid fiber. The size of this thick solenoid fiber is 300 angstrom, which is also measured in the nanometers, 30 nanometers. This is 30 nanometer solenoid fiber is formed by coiling and supercoiling of this linker and core DNA, that is the beaded string apparatus. These beads and string at the time of the supercondensation, at the time of cell division, at the metaphase stage, these 6 nucleosomes get coiled around each other to form a single core, and such turns of successive 6 nucleosomes forms a thick fiber called as a solenoid fiber. Again this solenoid fiber supercoils and looks like a telephone wire, coiled telephone wire. This structure is present in the metaphase stage where the supercondensation is formed at the time of cell division. This solenoid now remains 30 nanometer in size. Solenoid get condensed up to the 30 nanometer size. From this 2.2 meters long DNA get condensed to the 30 nanometer size by this packaging strategy. Understood this packaging in eukaryotes? And for this packaging, it requires histone and non-histone proteins. Non-histone proteins are also required for the super condensation or for the supercoiling. Now, this chromatin or this genetic material at the time of prophase, it shows the 2 types. That is the euchromatin and heterochromatin. The 2 types of chromatin present. That is, the first one is heterochromatin, and the second one is the euchromatin. Now, this chromatin at the time of prophase, some region get condensed, some region remains condensed and it stains dark. This is discovered by the Hales. at the time of prophase or at the time of interphase, some of this chromatin remains in the condensed state, and such condensed state is generally present at near the centromere, generally present near the telomere of the chromosome, and which stains dark. After staining, which stains dark, it is called as a heterochromatin, and very important, this heterochromatin is genetically inert or genetically less active. Only the sequence is present, but which do not direct any transcription or the translation. Heterochromatin is genetically inert or remains inactive. Generally, this heterochromatin is 2 to 3 times more than the euchromatin. Now, what is euchromatin? Euchromatin means at the time of prophase or at the time of interphase, some region of this chromatin is loosely placed or it is uncondensed, and this uncondensed region generally stains light in color. After staining, this uncondensed region generally stains light in color, and this euchromatin, the very important, this euchromatin contains genetically and transcriptionally active DNA. The amount is very small. Euchromatin amount is very small. Heterochromatin sequence is 2 to 3 times more than the euchromatin. The only difference in heterochromatin and euchromatin is heterochromatin is condensed region, euchromatin is non-condensed region. Heterochromatin stains dark, euchromatin stains light. Heterochromatin is genetically inactive, euchromatin is genetically active, and euchromatin directs transcription and translation, which carries the active genetic material. Understood the packaging? This is the nucleosome, which is made up of 8 molecules of histone proteins. These histone proteins are positively charged molecules. 3/4 turns are wrapped around. This wrapped DNA is called as a core DNA, and the DNA present between the 2 successive nucleosomes are the link is called as a linker DNA. Total nucleosome contains 200 base pairs long DNA, and the wrapped DNA is about 146 base pairs. The H1 histone is present where the DNA starts wrapping and leaves the nucleosome core. This nucleosome is the main or the basic unit of the chromatin during the packaging, and this nucleosome, when observed under the electron microscope, this appears like beads on string, and after further coiling and supercoiling, this forms a solenoid fiber which is about 30 nanometers in size. Understood the packaging of DNA? तुम्हाला जर काही शंका असेल तर कमेंट बॉक्स मध्ये नक्की कमेंट करा. व्हिडिओ कंप्लीट बघितल्यानंतर वॉच्ड कंप्लीटली अशी कमेंट बॉक्स मध्ये करायची, वॉच्ड कंप्लीटली. जर व्हिडिओ आवडला असेल तर नक्की लाईक करा, चॅनलला सबस्क्राइब करा. थँक्यू.